Okay, Columbia, Missouri, this is Dennis McKay, certified personal trainer, certified with ISSA, International Sports Science Association, and P90X, owner of Mobile Fitness Solutions and Beachbody Coach here in Columbia. Now, today is a day of adjustment. I had to make some adjustments earlier this morning. I couldn't get my workout in. The yoga for low back pain, which I have to do every day to strengthen my core. I had been feeling a lot of back pain for a long time due to an injury. I didn't realize at the time that that the injury actually injured my back. I thought it was more my arms and the back of my neck. But because I fell from a ladder, I wound up jamming my right leg half an inch shorter than my left leg. So I had a dislocation of the sacroiliac joint, which is back here. Anyway, I had gone to see a doctor. He got that straightened out, but I still have to build up the strength in my core and in my back. So one of the things that I had done on my own before I knew my sacroiliac joint was out of place was I was trying to do yoga for low back pain. At the time, I didn't know it wasn't working because of the dislocation, but it is something that is good. It did provide me relief. It just couldn't cure the problem. So if you're having low back pain, maybe you can try some of these moves. Of course, you want to check these out with your doctor, your chiropractor, or physical therapist just to make sure. But these are some of the things that I have done which provided me relief. Okay, I'll go ahead and get into it now. And before I begin, let me show you a couple of things that I have. I've got some water just in case you get thirsty in between, and a towel just in case you start to sweat, which I think you will if you follow along with this. So the first thing that I do is I stand straight, my feet about hip distance apart, and I raise up. Inhale and exhale. Do that again. Inhale and exhale. And this is called mountain pose. Next, what I'll do is a side bend. So I'll inhale and bend to my left. Okay, this is. And what I'm doing here is stretching out my side. Okay, now you might think, why is that important for low back pain? Well, I'll explain that in just a minute. So let's come back up. Inhale back to mountain pose. Now inhale. Let's do the other side. Exhale. Again, we're stretching out the side here. Okay. A couple more beats. And inhale. Exhale the mountain pose. Now the next thing I do is a variation on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm take my right leg here, place it behind my left leg, so my feet are kind of aligned. Okay, straightens the left leg. All right, I'm going to do that side stretch again, and bend to the left. Again, we're stretching out all of this over here. Okay, and you want to try to keep your elbows straight, as straight as you can. Inhale, up, bring your foot back, and exhale to mountain pose. Now let's do that again on the other side, okay? So take the left leg, place it behind the right, keep the right leg straight, okay? We'll inhale, we'll exhale to the right. Okay, again, the elbow is going to be straight. Keep your fingers pointed if you can. We'll stretch all this out. All right. So let's inhale, up, back and exhale to mountain pose. Okay, now you might be thinking, how does that help your back? Well, when you have an injury or you have pain in your back or in your arms or in your legs, what's happening is those muscles are weakened, so they can't perform as they should. So other muscles have to compensate, okay? And so what we're doing is we're stretching everything out so that we can strengthen, in this case, the lower back. Okay, right now I'm going to do a forward bend, all right? So let's inhale, just bend forward, like that. Now you want to keep your knees bent a little bit. You don't have to straighten them right away, but just by doing this, you can feel a lot of relief right there in the lower back, okay? Now let's inhale, up, and exhale, back to mountain pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, forward bend, keep your knees bent. And there's another thing. If you can't put your fingertips or your palms on the floor, you can put your hands on your shins, on your knees, if this is as far as you can go. I happen to have done yoga for quite a long time, so even though I have an injury, I'm still pretty flexible, okay? Now let's inhale, up. Exhale the mountain pose. Okay, now we're going to get into it. So let's inhale, up. Forward bend, exhale. Okay, keeping the knees bent and the fingertips on the floor or the palms on the floor if you can reach that, or hands on shins or knees, whatever you can do. Now we're going to raise up to flat back, okay? And that looks like this. And you can put your hands on your knees for stability, and you just want to try to make your back as flat as you can, okay? Exhale down. Let's do that once more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now what we're going to do, or what I usually do, is I step back into what's called plank. So, in plank, your hands are going to be over your shoulders, okay? And your heels are going to be pointed. So you're just like this, all right? This is good for core strength, all right? Now, I'm going to go down into what's called chaturanga, and that looks like this. So you inhale, you come down as if you were going into a push-up, and you simply raise up, you put your feet back so that you're on the tops of your feet. Now nothing's touching in this case. Okay, this is called upward dog. Okay, and there are variations of that. You just hold this for a few minutes, or a few seconds actually, and feel the relief on your lower back. Now if that hurts, you'll want to stop this right away by putting your knees down. Okay, now I'm going to go back into this. Okay, I'm going to put my feet back on the floor. I want to straighten out into plank and come back up into what's called down dog. Okay. Now, if you have low back pain, this should really feel good right about now. Another thing that you're going to feel is a stretch in your hamstrings back in here. So what we can do is, in order to strengthen and stretch those hamstrings more, you can bend your right knee forward. That puts a little extra stretch into the left hamstring. You can just count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come all the way back. All right. Okay. Now let's go to plank again. In this case, let's go ahead and just put our knees down. that might be tiring for some of us. All right, what we're going to do from here is just lean all the way back into what's called child's pose. Again, this is going to really help your lower back, right back in this area right here. Okay, now let's raise up to all fours. Let's go back into plank. Okay, we'll go to down dog again, and you can just walk your feet up to your hands. All right, now from here, your knees are still bent. They don't have to be straight. Now you're going to raise up to flat back like that, and down. And then we're going to inhale and come all the way up. So exhale the mountain pose. Now I'm going to go through that again one more time. And in this case, we'll do Cobra. With Cobra, you don't have to have your legs off of the floor. Okay, so let's inhale up. Let's exhale all the way down, forward bend. Knees bent, fingers on the floor, or hands on chin or knees. All right, now let's step back into a plank like this. Make sure you're not dipping like this. That can hurt the back. Make sure you're not up like that, because that's really not what we're trying to achieve. We're not trying to do down dog or a pose called dolphin. We want to be straight in plank like this so we can strengthen our core. Okay. Now let's go to chaturanga from here, and rather than upward dog, we'll do something that's called Cobra, where you can keep your legs on the floor. So let's come down, inhale, and just all the way down. Now your legs are on the floor, your hands are still right below your shoulders, your shoulders. And what you'll do from here to come into Cobra is simply raise up a little like this, okay? Now you don't have to raise up real hard like that. You're going to hurt your back that way. So you just want to come up so that you can feel a little tension relief. If it feels painful in any way, you'll just want to come all the way down. Okay? All right, you can feel that for a few beats. Now we'll come down again. Okay? Now let's tuck our feet in so that our toes are on the mat. And we're going to push back into downward dog. So inhale. Exhale to down dog. Now, let's walk the feet to the hands. Like that. We'll come up to flat back like this, all the way down, and then we'll inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain pose. Good. All right. This time, I'm going to show you, we're going to come into a runner's pose, and then do some additional stretches after that. All right? So let's inhale up. Exhale, forward bend. Come up to flat back. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Now we're going to step back again into plank. And let's do our chaturanga, okay? So let's come down. Now in this case, I am in upward dog. You can do Cobra like I showed you before. But if you've got the strength, come into upward dog. Now, let's put our feet back. Okay? Go into down dog. All right. Feel that relief in the low back. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is take my right leg and raise it up. Okay, just like this. And I'm going to swing it through. Okay. Now, this is called runner's pose. You want to have your knee right over your ankle, and your back leg, your left leg, you want it to be straight with your heel pointing down, okay, like that. All right. Now, I've got my fingers on the floor. If you can't come down this far, you can just stay up like this, maybe. Maybe on your elbow. Actually, your right elbow would be better. Up like that. But I'm going to come down to my fingers on the floor, okay? And I'm going to slide my torso over inside, okay? So I'm going to have my left hand on the floor, and I'm going to raise my right arm up like this. So inhale, exhale up. And I'm twisting my trunk, okay? Twisting my torso. And this is a really good stretch. This really gets a stretch in here, all right? Bring that hand down on the inside of the right foot. Now, from here, we're going to raise the left arm up, okay? So, let's inhale, and all right. Now we're getting a good twist. You should feel that relief in the back and the stretch back here in the leg. All right. Let's bring that hand down. Let's go back to plank. Okay. Now, let's go straight from here into down dog. That feels good. All right, now let's raise the left leg. Okay, let's swing it through into runner's pose. All right. Again, you want to have your knee directly over your ankle. You don't want your knee out here. You don't want your knee back there. Not for this pose. All right. Now we're going to bring our left arm on the inside of our left foot. We're going to raise our right arm in the air. So inhale and raise on the exhale. And you'll feel that stretch in the torso. We should be bringing relief to the back, lower back, and stretching your leg back here, hamstrings. Okay, let's bring that down. Again, we're going to raise that, but we're going to twist the other direction, okay? So your right arm is down, and your left arm is going to go up. So let's inhale, and exhale, like that. Okay, now, what we're going to do is come to a squat position. Now this is going to be really, really good for lower back pain, especially if you sit a lot at work or driving, whatever. What we're going to do is we're just going to bring the right foot forward, okay? So it's inhale and come to this position right here. All right? Now from here, you'll want to kind of turn your toes out and your heels in, because the squat position looks just like what you've seen babies do. All right, so from here, and I know your quadriceps might be burning here a little bit, you might be sweating, but from here we're just going to go inhale and tuck down. All right, now if you've noticed babies, when they squat down, this is the way they do it. They don't really bend like a catcher would bend. They haven't developed the muscles yet. So they sit like this a lot of the times whenever they squat down. This is really good for lower back pain. And if you want, you can even take your hands like this and push against the insides of your knees and really feel that stretch in the groin area, okay? Now, let's put the right hand back like this, the left hand back. Let's take a seat onto the floor. All right. Now we're going to do some other stretches, some floor work. These are some things that I've done that really seem to help. All right. Now I'm going to turn this way so you can see a little bit better. All right, if we lay all the way back like this, if we take our right leg and cross over above the knee, put the right ankle above the left knee, okay? We have this stretch. You can push on your knee just a little bit. You don't want to push hard. Just a little bit, just to feel a little bit of tension, okay? Now take your right hand and we're going to put it through the hole here. Put it on the left knee. We're going to take the left hand and interlace the fingers, if you can. You don't have to do this exactly this way, but if you can, that would be good. And then lay back like this. Just hold that for a little bit. Now, if you can't get your hands around the top of your knee, you can reach and grasp under your knee like that. Okay. I can do it like this. So I'm going to do it like this for a couple more seconds. And I'm going to release, put the left foot on the floor, bring the right foot back. Now we're going to do the same thing with the left leg. It's going to cross over the top of the right knee. Okay, we're going to push just to feel that stretch. Okay, and let's reach through. Our hands can go on top of the right knee or below the right knee. I'm going to take the right arm and clasp together like this, and then lean back with your head on the floor. It feels really good. Again, if this is too difficult, you can just reach underneath like this, okay? Okay, let's set the right foot down, the left foot down. And another important tip is to always keep breathing like I was doing just there in that example. Okay. Now, the next stretch we're going to do, we're going to come up. Okay. I'm going to sit facing you. Okay. I'm going to turn my left knee so that it's pointing towards you. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to bring it right over here. Is that possible? It's possible. I've been doing yoga for, this is 2017, about 12 years. Yeah, about 12 years. So if you're not this flexible, just do the best you can. Even though I do have a back injury, I am pretty flexible. So let's take the right foot, let's pull it over here. If you have to sit up a little bit, that's okay. Now you want to try to sit back down. Okay, interesting pose, interesting stretch. Some people, there are a lot of official names for these poses, which is appropriate, I think. Now we're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it right back here. So right behind our left leg, okay? And we're going to take our torso and move it over, okay, like that. Do you hear that pop? Okay. Now, we're going to take our left arm up on an inhale and exhale down to the outside of the right leg. Now what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and on each exhale we're going to turn back a little bit further, okay? So let's inhale. Should feel really good on the low back. All right. Now let's release. Let's bring this foot back over. Okay. Pull the left leg out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. This time, we're going to put my right knee forward. My right knee is facing you. I'm going to take my left leg place it on the outside of my right. I'm going to take my right foot and place it on the outside of my right leg. Okay, so that's like this. Sometimes you have to sit up a little bit, lean forward, get it over there in a good position. It's okay. All right. And we're going to take our left hand and place it back behind our left leg like this. And we're going to lean to the left. All right. Good. Now we're going to inhale our right arm up. And we're going to exhale on the outside of the left leg. Like that. That feels pretty good. Okay. Now, again, we're going to inhale. And on each exhale, we're going to turn a little bit further, okay? So, oh, that feels good on the low back. Okay, let's come out of that. Another sort of funny name for that is sprinkler. Because it looks like you look like one of those sprinklers that like that. Anyway, okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to lay back on our backs again. Okay, and this one's really good. I really like this one. We're going to take our right leg and pull it into our chest as close as we can. All right, and we're holding on to the right leg with our right hand. And we're going to take our left hand and we're going to reach it kind of across onto the calf. Okay? Now, just feel that stretch for a few seconds. It should feel really good. Now take your right arm, lay it out flat like this. Okay? And your left hand is on the outside of your right calf. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull it to the left. So inhale and exhale like that. Now, did you hear that pop? Okay, that feels good. Your left hand is on the outside of your right calf. Okay, you don't want to push it, really strain. If you can get your knee to the floor, that would be good. I can't do that right now, but I'm just feeling this stretch in the low back, all right, and in the glutes and hamstrings, okay? So let's come back. Let's do that same thing with the left leg. So extend your right leg, pull your left knee in, okay? And your left hand is holding on by your knee. Take your right hand on the outside of your left leg, your calf, like this. Okay. We're going to lay the left arm out straight and inhale. And exhale over. Like this. That feels really, really good, I think. Anyway, it gives me a lot of relief. Okay? We'll hold that for a few more seconds. Again, you're going to feel that stretch in the lower back, and the glutes and hamstrings. Okay? And let's come back up. Okay? Now both feet on the floor with knees bent. Okay? Inhale. And exhale. Now, straighten the legs back onto the floor. This was, I think I created this. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm sure somebody has done this before. I mean, who's had the last original thought, right? Okay, so let's take our right leg. Let's turn it in like this with the foot out, kind of at a 90-degree angle. Okay? And let's take the left foot and place it on the right knee like this. Okay. Now, let's just drive the left knee down, which in turn drives the right knee down. Okay? All right. So you should feel that stretch, not only in your lower back, but on the outside of your leg, your hamstrings, again in your glutes. What we're doing is we're relieving these muscles that might have been overcompensating for the back muscles which you haven't been using for whatever reason, whether it was an injury or a muscle pull or something like that. Okay, let's release that and do that on the other side, okay? So, turn the left leg in while the left foot goes out, and raise the right foot up, place it on the outside of the left knee, and pull down with the right leg, which in turn pulls the left leg down. Again, you don't want to strain, you don't want to push too hard, just feel a slight stretch, okay? Now this side is really getting the benefit of this stretch because I'm a little tighter over here. Don't forget to breathe. All right. Okay. Now let's pull both knees into the chest, okay? All right. And then what we're going to do is rock our backs backward and forward, okay? So lean up, back. And come up like this. The next thing you can do is what's called cat-cow, I think. Yeah, I think it used to be called cat-dog or something like that. Anyway, so you're going to be on all fours. Your knees are going to be directly beneath your hips. Your hands will be right underneath your shoulders. And what you'll do is you'll raise your head and neck up and bend your back. Okay, so it'll look like this. Inhale. All right. This would be the cow. That's right, the cow. And when you exhale, you'll tuck the other direction, like a cat, like at Halloween. Okay. So let's inhale again, cow. Exhale the cat. Let's just come to flat back and let's sit back and go into child's pose. And in child's pose, kind of want to stretch your arms out as much as you can. A couple of breaths. Okay. Well, those are some of the things that I do. I do this. There are a few more moves that I put in. I cut this down for time. I hope it's not been too long, and I hope you enjoyed some of the back relieving stretches that I do, yoga that I do. Again, this is just what I do. You would definitely, if you have any questions, or depending on your kind of injury, you want to check with your doctor, your chiropractor or physical therapist. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions or comments, please click the message button on the side. I'll be glad to get back with you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.